we're both people,
Yeah.
because we work in an industry that is sensitive to one-on-one relationships. And, unfortunately, sometimes when you buy here, we're going to have a conversation, with you, whether you want it or not. We're going to know your whole life history before you left. You came in to buy a sofa and you ended up leaving as a friend. Hub Furniture started in 1913. It was started by two immigrants who came to this country from what was then Russia.
You won't tell their names, right?
And thank you. My grandfather's name was Sam Novick, the person for who I am named. His boyhood friend was Max Simons. And they started both on Munjoy Hill as peddlers, and then got together to begin to form a furniture store at the corner of what is now the Franklin Arterial in Congress Street, opposite Lincoln Park. And over history, they moved to 436 Congress Street, to 440 Congress Street, and in the early, I believe, 1960s, we moved from Congress Street down to the building on 4th Street where we are right now. This building was built in 1866. It was built as a chewing gum factory. My father bought the building in the early 1960s, 61, 62.
Customers love the building. Everybody knows when they come in, they're going to be climbing stairs. People don't often climb stairs anymore, but when they come here, they do. There are little rooms everywhere, nooks and crannies, and they really need to look around in order to get the full flavor.
Sometimes people are more enthralled by the beams than they are about the furniture. So we have to bring them back on track. The building has about 35,000 square feet, spread over 5 floors. It is not without its problems. There is no such thing as a good flat roof building, so it takes a fair amount of maintenance to stay ahead. Betty oftentimes said, I am the building and the building is me. I love this building.
He knows what all the issues are, whether it be windows that need to be replaced, or a floor that we're working with, or a wall that needs to be painted, or an elevator that's very temperamental when it's moving furniture around. I think we could be the only non-developed building in this area, and we love it. And we're not looking to do anything but be here and be in the furniture business.
You have to love what you do to continue to do it. People have said to me, you're here for all of these years and successful over all of these years because you're active in your own business. And we feel very strongly that that's the reason for success, is participation on part of the family. And if I can't cover it, then Betty's here and now Andrew's here. So it's nice that there's, the proverbial, the owner's always in the store. My mother, who is also dedicated to this business, as much, if not more than I am, or we are.
And she loves her job.
She loves her job. She goes to work every day. She is 84 years old, and she said to me 5 years ago, she said, I don't think I can work this much anymore. So we said, fine, so why don't you just do part-time or whatever you want to do? She said, no, I'll use one day off. I don't know, it's either a sickness or a disease that we have that we love what we do. We obviously knew that we were approaching our 100th anniversary, and we said, what do you want to do? How do we want to do it? So we said, let's have a birthday party, but let our favorite agencies get all the gifts.
We never do anything without a purpose. And it was so important to give this an added flavor. And so we are thrilled to pieces to be able to give back again to the community and tell everybody about the JCA, about United Way Greater Portland, about Preble Street, and give them some honor due. Our goal is to thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts for allowing us to do that and for you to participate in this. And we just thank you, thank you, thank you.
Why is giving back important to us? Is a question that people have asked. Because we could do a lot of other things with our life. We could take world trips. We could do fancy things. That it isn't us. It's just we enjoy doing what we're doing. We enjoy volunteering. It is of a huge personal satisfaction to help other people.
We chose JCA as one of the beneficiaries of tonight's benefit bash because we have a long-standing relationship with them. Both of us have family histories there. Our parents and grandparents volunteered for the JCA when the JCA was just starting.
Both of our uncles were founders of the day camp.
That's right. And actually the JCA was the first group that we joined when we were newly married and had young children. And it gave us a family group to be part of. We support the programs that they service, including Jewish Family Services supporting elderly people and oil for people in the winter, including a food pantry, including Center Day Camp, programming for all ages of people. It was just a logical group to support because we value the programs that they provide.
We chose Preble Street to be one of the beneficiaries of tonight's event because we understand and endorse the mission that they have. We have a relatively newer relationship with Preble Street that began probably 10 years ago. We understand just by reading the front page of newspapers on a regular basis, the homelessness issue. We support them in their ventures to build a place for teens to go so that they're not mixed in with places that they shouldn't be. All of the things that they're doing to address needs for those people who have less or are disadvantaged or
Need a place, need a home.
Need a home. We just feel that they're doing all the right things. So if we can help them through this benefit in some small way, we will feel tremendously successful.
When the teen center was finished and we went over to see how everything had been set up, it was so exciting to think about these teenagers who really had no place to go, and they were going to be able to go to this shelter, have a wonderful place to stay, camaraderie, counselors there to maybe give them a little bit of insight. I mean, it was amazing.
I think we got the same feeling when we did chairs at the Florence House. These
Right.
were women who had not had residences before, been a long time between. It's more than a donation. We want to be sure that it's right for them and they feel good about it. We have been associated with United Way for more than 25 years.
We believe in the mission of this group.
There is so much going on. We are very, very pleased that we both work at United Way today. And volunteering there is very satisfying for both of us. United Way does course corrections. It understands what the current needs are in the community.
You learn about all these agencies in the Greater Portland community that are helping people. But I just think that if everybody would do something to help others, I mean, just think of all the things we could all accomplish. I think people are just waiting to be asked. So,
You know, if you look at the United Way tagline of give, advocate, and volunteer, that's what we live by.
right.
Okay? We advocate for those less fortunate. We give financially. We give
Of
furniture-wise. We give of ourselves. And we volunteer. It's a three-legged stool. All of them are important. No one more important than the other. And I think it's our creed of life.
Right. And it's a family thing. It's always been a family thing
Right.
with us.
And it's never
it's great.
detracted from family. It's always been
No.
in addition to family.
It's always been in addition to family.
Right.
Yeah.